So, I barked on a song. Fuck off.
You shake a pretty mean cake, Batman.
I'm about to waste my fucking money on the M&M Funko.
I need to stop. Help me.
That's Emmanuel then. What can we do today?
Sorry I'm late. Bring me that horizon. Afraid I got lost on the path of life.
You gotta go.
What's poppin', G's?
People, what's happening, y'all? We got some changes around here, as you all can see.
Yeah, look at that. Except
This
for
shit's
me,
called-
my profile picture's the same, but I did change something else.
What did you do?
I did this.
Yo, what? What the hell? What? What did that happen?
Yesterday. Now it looks all.
What's it say?
Look, it's the ring, bro. One ring to fucking rule them all. One ring to bind them all, and in the darkness bind them.
Rolling! That's sick. That
Hell
shit's
yeah.
sick.
So I gotta
That's
leave
dope.
this on. That's why it looks a little blurry here because it does bleed. So
How did it hurt?
it did not.
How badly?
It
It
did
didn't
not.
hurt?
No, no.
Didn't
It
hurt?
felt like it only hurt up here. But it feels like if somebody were to take a sewing needle and just drag it across your skin in that spot. When it got up to the bone here, it fucking hurt. But not that bad. Like it was like a but it wasn't that bad. And shout out to George Barrett Art on Instagram because he fucking killed it. He has done everybody in my shop who needs a tattoo where I work. Yeah, exactly. Pains in the mind. He actually told me this worked so much better off because he and I were like just shooting the shit the whole time. He's a big nerd. He's also in recovery, so we talked about that.
That's awesome.
Sobriety and stuff. Thanks, yo. So the next one I'm gonna do is actually like right here. I'm gonna get
That shit's gonna hurt like a motherfucker.
I'm gonna get Narsil. I'm gonna get the shards of Narsil right here. So the broken sword that's reforged. This is gonna be a whole Lord of the Rings sleeve, and then when it's done, I'm gonna fill it all in with the map.
Dude,
So
I'm getting my whole sleeve soon too.
yeah, so like this is part one.
Yeah,
I'll
single
send you.
board.
I'll send you to my guy. I'll send you to my guy, George Barrett Art. He actually might be watching today. He was super hype on checking it out. So
I actually have a friend too that if you ever need a tat done, she could.
nah, George is my guy now.
Oh, okay.
He's the homie, dude. He's a huge nerd.
Where's the
but,
shop?
His shop is Mr. Tattoo. I have.
Oh,
cards.
there?
Yeah, it's on Bristol Pike.
I've passed that before. Yeah.
Yeah, hold
Yeah.
on. Let me see if I can get it in my Instagram. I'll drop the link real quick.
Word. Give me a second. I gotta let my cat out. I'll be right back.
All right, cat litter.
I know. I'm letting you out.
But yeah, no, dude, we hung out for like probably 3.5, 4 hours. He charged me $200 for this, which is like
That tattoo is freaking
it's really the best
sick,
price
though,
I've
bro.
gotten. So I have to wear this on it for 3 days, take a shower,
That's
take
nice.
this bandage off, put the bandage back on. Like it bled overnight, so you can't see it as well.
I don't want you to
But-
test it, but like, what happens if you like take that shit off early? Like,
I'm putting
what?
another one on. I have another one.
Oh,
So he said I probably shouldn't have to wear a bandage on it for more than like probably 3 days. He said it
Okay.
might even be good before that, but what I really want to do is just to make sure that it's perfect. Take a shower, get this off. Because I can shower with this on. That's like a misconception. Like I can shower with this on. I just need to take it off in the shower. So on day 3, which will be Saturday morning, I can take this off and then replace this all with the new bandage. Same thing. Wear that for another 3 days, take that off, and then you don't have to get that fancy like tattoo cream or anything like that. Just get Aquaphor. And Aquaphor will just help your skin. So it's gonna scab and stuff like that for about a week or 2 in total. So probably like a good like 10 days I'll have to do that. And then it'll be good to go.
Wow.
But let me share screen real quick. Yeah, dude, it
That
was a
shit's just
great
crazy.
great experience. I mean, he was so fucking cool. He was really good. His artwork is phenomenal. I'll show you some right now because I want to give George a shout out because he's really freaking good. And even if you guys aren't in the area, just like go and give him a follow on Instagram or something because the dude's art is really cool and he does sell prints.
Word.
We're gonna be tagging him. But yeah, dude, when people tell you tattoos hurt like a motherfucker, like depends on where you get it. Like I would not get one on my skull. I wouldn't get one on my full-on shoulder, like my bone, until I'm ready for
Well,
that. Like
why would you get a
what I'm-
tattoo on your skull? Who the
some
fuck
people
would do that?
It wouldn't be me, but what I'm doing is so right here, the shards of Narsil. Then I want to
Right.
get the elven leaves on the elbow, the ones that clip
That's
the
dope.
cloaks together.
That's dope. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do the eye of Sauron up here above the white tree of Gondor.
Oh,
So
that's
so
awesome.
I'll have the eye on my shoulder and then the white tree of Gondor like about here and maybe on the side. In this
You're gonna have to
area,
get more.
do Gandalf's
You're gonna have to get more buff so that you can rock some tank tops and show off your whole like arm and shit like that.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do a lot more, but here, this is like his work.
You mean the Jared Leto Joker? Oh shit, that's fucking fire.
Yeah, so this is
Yo,
what George does.
yo, I gotta hit him up. Low key. I gotta hit him up.
Yeah, like he just did this guy as a Marine. He got the Black Bull from the Black Clover, got the 3 evil eyes. There's a lot of
I
cool shit, man.
I I kind of have a concept too. I would
Yeah, he's tossing mine up on this Instagram soon, and I'm gonna do the same thing and tag him. But yeah, I mean, dude, he's been doing it almost 5 years.
he's good at it, bro. That shit's
He's
awesome.
like he's been an artist. He's got a lot in common. He's a huge freaking nerd.
Why does Instagram look so fucking weird on like computer?
It does, but so does
Yeah,
X. But yeah, I
yeah.
mean, like look at that shit. That's fucking sick.
That dude, that shit goes hard. That shit goes hard.
Yeah, and his boys do like a lot. Like this is one of them that I think is pretty cool. The skull. Skip the titties. Yeah, look at that.
Man, we don't we don't get any tits anymore, and that shit sucks.
Look at
Nah,
that
man, I'm kidding.
Flameon. That Flameon's dope.
Dude. I was thinking about getting on.
He did a back tap for Shenron.
I wanted to get Batman smoking a cigar right here. That was what I was gonna get. I'm sure that he would be able to do that. It would just probably be like
Yeah,
multiple
so
parts.
my manager actually has this one.
Yo, that
That's
shit's dope.
yeah, that's his. So I don't know why I never thought to ask the boy. Yeah, he got the Jolteon going. He
Does
wants
this
to
guy do anything? Can he like do like anything? Does
the
he
only
have
thing he said he's working on is doing like really good faces. But like
okay?
other than that, yeah, he can pretty much do like anything you're looking at is doable.
So would he be able to do like a Kevin Conroy Batman type of
Yeah,
a thing?
that's animated. That's easy.
Yeah.
But I
Okay,
mean, bro,
cool.
he got all of this perfect. Like if you could
Yeah.
see it yesterday, like I don't have a picture to show you guys right now. Like I do have the pictures, but I don't want to actually hold on, let me stop sharing for a second. I can go to my DMs and I can show you the actual pictures of it when it was just done.
Oh, word.
Because I don't want to show my DMs. Of course, like you shouldn't do that.
Why would anybody?
Oh shit, he posted me.
Did he?
Yeah, yeah. Here, he put me on his reel. I'll show you.
We're now just like we're not just like a social media podcast now. Hey, we got 4 likes. Get that shit to 10 likes before the end of stream.
So that's what it looked like. Stop sharing that. What the
Yo,
fuck was that?
what happened?
I hate when accounts get fucking active and they just post the wackest shit. I have a very big problem with that.
Dude, Instagram is like becoming a hotbed of like bots. That's like all that it is now.
No, but I mean, all you got to do is like hit him up, and he'll do it. Like,
Word.
fuck, there's like no way for me. I'd have to post it real quick, and I could show you on my account. Let me yeah, let me do that.
My man's about to post shit. He's about to post shit up.
Yeah. Here, I should make this post anyway. Yeah, let me just give me like 2 seconds. So I
Nah,
want to
yeah,
tag him
yeah.
out and stuff like that. But he did a damn good job. And the funniest thing is, we're in the back room, and Roman's like, "Yo, like, do you like this background I made?" And I'm like, "Totally." My camera's off. I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I fucking love it. It looks great."
I went ahead and liked, even though you have scarred your body forever with the evil tattoo needle drugs your back. At
Yo,
least not
it's
shooting
better than
fucking
yo,
heroin up his wrists. You
John. It's
know?
better than any other needle I could have taken
Exactly. Like he chose the healthiest option out of all of them.
for a
I
needle.
mean,
Also, he tried to go lower on the price. He was like,
really?
"Man, like you and I are hanging out. Like we've had fun." I was like, we agreed on $200. I'm giving you $200. And he was like, no, like we could do a little cheaper. And I was like, George, we've been sitting here for 3.5 hours. You were taking my full 200. Like, to fucking here, hand, like I had to like put it in his hand, like on the price, George or John, on the price.
John, you think of the most like weirdest shit ever, bro. You think of the weirdest shit ever.
Wait, did I not save the other ones?
I don't know. Did
Hold
you?
up, hold up. Yeah, because I want to be able to actually show it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, he tagged me on it. That's fucking cool. My man.
Play the clip. I got you, Pilgrim. I got you. I got you.
Basically, if you don't have a penis, don't hit on me.
That was
I'll admit it.
that was not sober rolling. That was when he wasn't sober yet.
Indeed.
And yeah. So, Pilgrim, do you like our background? I kind of went on a little bit of a making logos spree yesterday, and I made that one. I made this one, the one that you guys see here. Actually, Roland told me to make this one because I had this other one here that he made the point that I would have gotten hit with copyright if I had used this one. So, because this is the one that I put onto my channel, but I'm gonna change that one obviously too. I'm gonna use this one because it fits more so, and it doesn't really look like Batman, so it's kind of nice. But yeah, I just didn't want to get in any trouble. But once Roland posts whatever he is gonna post, apparently he's got a lot of stuff to say about the Acolyte. So there's that. And also, I have a what if scenario for him. And yeah. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Pilgrim, if you ever need stuff done for your channel, I can help you out. But I hope that everybody's having a wonderful, absolutely beautiful day. It's a third. It's kind of hot outside. I mean, not really, but
It is
all
nice.
right. Yeah, I mean it's nice, but like if you're like not in the sun, it's nice. But like directly in like the sun, it's kind of hot out there. But yeah, no. Pilgrim says, "Bro, I don't even care about the Acolyte or Disney's Star Wars. Not even that anymore. Uh, just just done." Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I haven't seen Tales of the Empire, and I haven't seen the Acolyte, and I really don't care about that. Was that show Skeleton Crew? I really don't care about that
I
either.
forget that exists every second of the day. More and more. Like,
yeah, and that one's got Jude Law in it, who I actually like. Fuck the sun. I spent 2 hours in it on Monday, and I'm still burned. What are you like a pale dude? Are you like a ghost or something? The sun is good for you. You need that vitamin C. It's good for you.
hell yeah.
Getting as much sun as you can is the best possible type of medicine. Like
That's very true.
if you're sick, it could like help you out, but you're a fucking ginger. I I
Yeah.
I read something completely different there. I agree with you, Pilgrim. I never wanted to punch a person more than ever. Fuck the director on God, bro. And the thing is, I have not seen the internet. Well, except for a
Oh, I'm
couple.
gonna show you pieces, dude.
Well, I besides Star Wars, news film net whoever the fuck, Damio, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's up,
I've never
Damio?
Damio. I've never seen the internet more like united on like a show probably since like Velma. Hey,
There we go.
hey, that's sick. Now that dude, that shit goes hard, Roland.
Fuck yeah.
That
Dude.
shit goes hard. That shit goes hard.
This shit goes really fucking hard, baby.
The hell does that mean, Daimyo? What in the hell does that mean?
It means the world, dude. Yeah, I just didn't want to come on here and be like this. People are like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, like I wanted to say it. And, yeah, like the next thing's gonna be the Shards of Narsil. Like, so full Lord of the Rings sleeve, baby, because Lord of the Rings
You don't have to worry about making me a profile picture. I already made one for myself. It's sick.
Yeah, thanks, Damio.
That dude, that's how it is.
It's like all bloody here and all bloody here right now, but like when it clears up, it'll look like that one I just showed. My first one, and it was not that bad. I highly recommend George. So go and give him a sub if you guys can, or like, or something. Just to support him. He's a really good artist, and he's a huge freaking nerd, just like us.
That's awesome.
He's not even like I said. He's only like 30 something, like young 30s. Like he's not much older than us.
Oh, so he's like Daimyo and like Caleb's age.
Daimyo and Caleb are not 30 yet.
They're 29, 28, 29. But so remember when Velma came out? How like every sect of the internet were all on like the same side that they like didn't like it. I
Yeah.
feel like the Acolyte is kind of like that, but there are people that are in like denial, saying that it's actually good when it's not.
Those are called paid
Because
critics.
well, my question is there like this like newest episode, right? I heard it fucks with the lore super heavy is
Oh
like,
my.
what I hear.
Yes, it does. Oh shit. Hold on.
That's why I'm glad that I'm not watching this show, because I mean, I haven't seen Tales of the Jedi or Tales of the, Empire, whatever the fuck.
Bro, the
And I'm not
percentage is going down by the day. By the
for what?
day.
For
Look at
what?
this. I just checked this last night. It was at 30.
For what? Oh shit. How's it at 30%? How is it at 30%?
To 20%.
Dude, how's it at 85% tomato score?
That's called paid fucking people, dude. Like, I mean, look, Ahsoka, 67% audience score.
How? Mando, I kind of get. How did Ahsoka get? That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. This is
It's probably going to go down with like each week. It's probably going to go down with each week.
doesn't even matter. The Boys currently is at a fucking 91, but that's probably because a lot of people are watching it now. Welcome to Wrexham makes sense because Welcome to Wrexham is actually a good show.
Pilgrim said that.
Look at this. Could they have not have picked uglier pictures of all three people?
Yeah, they don't look very flattering in those pictures.
They look,
for sure.
She looks like she's fucking drugged up. He looks like a skeleton, and she just looks like she's about to yell at you for something stupid.
So Pilgrim said that it was at 22% last night, and then shits, retards, and figs, the audience of Disney.
So can I just
Star Wars.
So this episode is a flashback 16 years before episode 1 and 2 about the twins. And what I have to say about that first is that it is so they don't even do enough of like the twins acting slightly different in multiple scenes in the episode. Like there was a scene where I went, who the fuck, which one of them is the one we're supposed to be rooting for? Because they suck. I'm sorry. They're little kids, but they're terrible actresses. Terrible. They're terrible actresses. This might have been one of the most abhorrently bad episodes of television I have ever watched.
Wow.
Of television. And I watched Rings of Power. Like, this is bad, dude.
Is it? Okay, wait a second. Is it worse than Rings of Power?
Cinematography-wise, acting-wise, yes.
What?
Yes. This is a terrible episode of cinema that I would not recommend to anybody. I would never, like, here's the thing. Andor was slow as hell. There's episodes in Mando Season 3 that I'd go, well, it had fun parts. There's episodes in Ahsoka where I would say the same thing. It had fun parts. It fucked with the lore, but it had fun parts. No, there was nothing about this episode that is good. It is just abhorrently bad, and it is such a disgrace to Lucasfilm. Like, and
Damn.
George Lucas's legacy. It is one of the worst things I have ever laid eyes on, and I watched Game of Thrones season 8. Like, this
It's
is
worse than
literally-
that. It's worse than that.
I hated this show. I
my God.
hated what I just saw. And I'm not even trying to be an asshole. Like, even though I know that Chris Gore and a couple other people saw episode 3 and 4 beforehand, like, and they said, just wait, it's going to get worse. I did not know it would get this worse. Like I could, like, this is just bad. It's like watching The Room, but at least The Room is funny.
The Room is funny, yes.
Get the fuck
Yes.
out of my house. Like, at least there's funny shit in it. Like, a woman shows up randomly and she goes, by the way, I have cancer. And then just walks out and no one ever talks about it again. You're like, what the fuck? Like, at least you can watch that intoxicated and have fun watching The Room. If you
The Room is entertaining. The Room is entertaining. Yeah.
No, if you watch this episode while on drugs, while on intoxicated, while fucked up in any way, that still would not make it fun. That would get, like, I have watched the weirdest shit back in the day when I was a stupid high schooler and did fucking psychedelics. Like, this would give me a bad trip. Like, this episode was so fucking bad.
Was it worse than last week's?
1,000 times. At least the
Wow.
one thing I can say about last week's is that Lee Jung-jae can act, but they gave him shit to act with. This sucked. The lore of it sucked. Every single fucking thing in this episode was bad. Wade, Ewoks have always been better than everything, including your channel. I'm kidding.
Oh my god!
You can't even talk shit on the Ewoks because you weren't alive when they were created. The only people that can talk shit on the Ewoks are people that were watching the 1980s movie at the time.
Why do people hate on...
Because they beat the fuck out of stormtroopers, and yeah, it's still stupid because the stormtroopers could have bombarded it from space. The Roman freeze?
I'm here.
Oh, I was gonna say, I like went off so hard I made you freeze. Like, but dude. Okay.
Alright, got it.
I don't talk shit on the Ewoks, motherfucker. I like the Ewoks.
Yo,
Wicked's the man.
Yo, chill out.
I love my little fudge.
Okay, but
we're not talking about what Wade just said, yo, is literally what all these other people that are trying to defend the Acolyte and Disney Star Wars go. They're like, well, Luke was a whiny little bitch in the original trilogy, wasn't he? It's like, fuck you.
Wasn't that the
Those
point?
movies are critically acclaimed. Like, you can't
Luke was
go
a
and
kid,
take a
bro.
movie that you can't go and take a movie that is critically acclaimed. That's like me watching Avatar in 2009 and going, well, Citizen Kane is shit now because it doesn't look like that. Like, that's stupid as fuck. Any of those arguments to make fun of the original trilogy or the prequels compared to what we get now, because they're like, well, this looks better, or this has more famous actors in it, or whatever. Like, no, or George Lucas came up with, like, who cares?
What I would say,
absolutely fucking better.
The only argument that I think people have when it comes to making fun of George is that he came up with the whole like midi-chlorians thing. But nothing that George ever did is as bad as what like Disney's done.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, it was still George Lucas Star Wars.
Yes.
It was still George Lucas's vision.
Yes.
And you can't argue with that. The man wanted what he wanted. He was the creator. Let him, like, you might not like it, but you can't deny the fact that it's George.
Yeah.
This most certainly was a big fuck you to everybody. This episode was so bad. It is an hour of cringe. Well, 36 minutes or whatever of full.
Does this make the
cringe.
sequels look good? Does this make the sequels look good? Or no?
Well, The Last Jedi physically looks good. But this makes the acting in The Last Jedi look good. Yes, this is so bland, so bad. And I almost feel like this was the point. Like, let's make something so terrible with such bad acting, such bad cinematography, such bad writing of the story that people go back and go, well, the sequel trilogy wasn't that bad.
You
Well,
think they're
fuck
trying
you.
to reverse psychology us? That they're trying to make
They're
us think
attempting
that
to,
now?
but it ain't gonna work because you're still fucked up the characters that we loved more than anything, like Luke Skywalker, like Han Solo, like Leia, and you even fucked up Chewbacca
Yup.
and C-3PO
No,
and R2-D2. He's like, I wonder how I got the red arm. No one's ever gonna know. You better buy our Lego game and do the side quest so you can figure it out.
Nah, bro. Chewie got a fucking medal for being in all three of the trilogies.
27 years later! 27!
Oh man.
Fuck yeah, John. Fuck yeah.
This show is evil. Damn, I didn't think it was that.
No,
I
this
think it was
is
that bad.
what I said last week. I did not think it would actually hit these levels. No, this is the timeless children of Doctor Who in this. This is the Rings of Power to Star Wars. This is
Oh my god. Wow.
fucking as bad as you can get. This is literally like equate your favorite franchise. This is Boruto for fucking Star Wars. Like,
oh my god.
This is terrible. And the acting's not even good. And they have two great actors in it, and they don't use them. They don't use them at all. You have Carrie-Anne Moss, who was great in the Matrix trilogy, and she's fucking perfect. Like, but you don't use her. And then you have the motherfucker Squid Guy from Squid Game. You have him, Lee Jung-jae, and Lee Jung-jae is a good actor who learned English for this role, and you still give him a shit script. Like, bro, I've wanted to see a samurai-ass Jedi for a while. The closest thing we ever had to that was Sifo Dyas. And Sifo Dyas freaking is never in the movies. He's only in the books, and he's only in a couple episodes of Clone Wars. But he was that. He was a samurai-esque Jedi. And like Qui-Gon knew him. Shit like that.
Ronin in Visions too, but like
Ronin in Visions is the only one.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you're Lee Jung-jae. Oh my god. So I'm gonna go through this episode in a second. But I'm just gonna show you one clip that Gary posted on Twitter. So it's gonna help me out here. This is a thing. These are the witches. This is a scene I had to endure for 2 minutes of this chanting. For 2 minutes. 2 minutes of this shit, dude. 2 minutes.
Damn.
This is so... These are witches in Star Wars. Not the Night Sisters. Just a random cult of lesbians. And I'm not even joking.
What?
I'm not even joking. They are legitimately a cult of lesbians. I'm not even joking. They are communist lesbians. That's what they are. I'm not even kidding, dude. It's not a joke.
What?
Power of one. The power of two. The power.
Is this a ritual? What is the context?
The power of many.
What the fuck is going on here? Okay then.
Power of one.
Endure that for 2 minutes.
That's for 2 minutes?
It was 28 seconds.
Dude.
How much did that just make you cringe? I endured 22 minutes of them going, the power of one, the power of two. Oh,
That's in Disney Star Wars. That's in Disney Star
Wars.
Wars.
Bitch in the background for no reason. It just says witch screaming, and she's just going like it. Oh my fuck! And the whole point of that scene is to indoctrinate children into their cult. That is the entire point of that scene.
Wait, what? That's what that is?
That's what the two people on their knees are. They're kids. They're indoctrinated. They're literally like, and the Jedi are the bad guys for removing these kids from being indoctrinated into a cult.
What the fuck is going on with the show?
I need to get a Gatorade. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Fuck me.
No thanks. What in God's name is going on with this show? Damn, yo, Roland's bad as hell. Which, I mean, I would be too. See, I didn't have to watch it. He watched it, which, whew, that sounds terrible. That sounds so freaking terrible. Sounds freaking awful. But I don't know how much more there is really that like Disney can do at this point. I mean, shit, like I mean, people are like there are some people that are like defending the Acolyte, which I find to be absolutely crazy. The fact that there are people that are just like defending the Acolyte, which I don't know how you could do that at this point. Rings of Power makes you laugh, Wade. Rings of Power makes me cry, Wade. That's what it does for me. Rings of Power makes me cry. Rings of Power is a travesty. Rings of Power is something that I just was rewatching the Lord of the Rings movies, and I mean, I don't know about that one, buddy. Rings of Power is pretty bad, Wade. It's pretty bad. Acolyte is not Matrix Light. The Matrix is actually good.
No, I'll explain something in a second.
Even the fourth one is decent, and the fourth one's not really all that good.
At least the fourth one has two good actors in it.
Right, yeah.
So, I'm not the only one that feels this way. Who goes into Star Wars shows with an open mind. From this point forward, the only Star Wars show I will go into with an open mind will be Andor Season 2, because Tony Gilroy doesn't give a fuck when it comes to the writing and the directing and anything else that Disney Star Wars is doing. And Andor, whether you liked it or not, is still the best written, best directed, and best acted Star Wars show that we have when it comes to live action. Mandalorian
started out, yeah.
Mandalorian is dead to me. I could give a single fuck. I'm gonna watch it to review it, but it's dead to me. Ahsoka Season 2, dead to me. You ruined the character of Ahsoka and Sabine, and you wasted fucking Balin and Shin. And you
Thrawn.
killed Ezra's character. You
and
fucked Thrawn. Like, there's nothing for me to give up. And Hera. Like, how many more characters can you take and just fuck over? Like, this is the wokest of the woke show I've ever fucking watched. And I hope someone clips this out and they're like, look at this bigot. Look at him go. Yeah, well, I've been in this fight since I was literally 6 years old. Younger. I've been a Star Wars fan. My first memory is watching Obi-Wan double kick a fucking battle droid. in the hangar in the Phantom Menace while they're escaping before they go back to Naboo. That's the first freaking memory that I can think of, is sitting there on the couch with my dad watching that movie at 2 years old. If I were to go back as far as I possibly can in my memory, that's it. So I've literally been a Star Wars fan my entire life. And you're gonna go and call me shit. Go the fuck ahead. I'm sick and tired. Ahsoka fly now.
Who the fuck are you?
I don't care. I like the name.
It's definitely Wade.
They fly now.
Ahsoka fly now.
And again, it ain't just me. Let me show you.
The thing that I wanted to say was
Also,
that this has...
You talk while I pull something up.
Well, I was going to say, this has united all sides of the internet. Like people of all ideologies and, like, you know, opinions are all kind of like, this show is ass cheeks. And it's like I genuinely do not understand how people like this show. I really do not get it. Like, what
I can't
is
wait for House of the Dragon. Give me something good to talk about. I can't wait for Bleach to come out. I can't wait for freaking Chainsaw Man the movie and part 2 to come out. Please just give me something. But the anime is the only thing. I've been rewatching Burn Notice for the umpteenth time because I love Burn Notice. That's a well-written show. I finished Black Sails and I'm about to start rewatching it again. Like, because it's a good show. Like, this is ass, dude. And look, it's not even just us. When you scroll down, you got, of course, you got Drinker. Right? I got secondhand cringe for all these poor extras in this scene. Then you have Elon Musk himself commenting on Gary's post.
Why is Kathleen Kennedy trending? Why is Kathleen Kennedy trending? What happened to her?
Is she?
Look, right there on the right. Is she like dead or something? What happened to her? Oh shit. God damn.
Repost that.
Plagueis is also trending? Was Plagueis in this episode?
No. Taco Bell knows Star Wars better than Leslie Hetland or
Menace of the dark side.
Yeah, bro, I remember this.
Somewhere in the universe, the ultimate evil stirs. But three legendary heroes have come together and will lead the battle to save the galaxy from the menace of the dark side. Right after lunch. Play Defeat the Dark Side. Collect cool Star Wars game medallions and you could win cash prizes, even $1 million.
Memories.
Only a time.
Memories.
Bro, this is everybody. Everybody's hating it.
Who the fuck wants the Filoni movie? Who the fuck? Who is
That's not real. The Filoni movie is the Mando and Grogu movie. It's not a different thing. And that's Grace Randolph. She's a fool. Shout out to Valiant Renegade, who actually makes good content. Lauren Shen.
Recent photos of him. This actor who is like a young, handsome man. They actually went out of their way to make this actor who, I mean, let's have some, who, I mean, let's share some like more recent photos of him. This actor who is like a young, handsome man. doesn't look weird at all. They went out of their way to make him look like this, to give him a receding hairline and make him look as if he's like one of those like very low T male feminists who's like going bald at 25 because his hormones are so out of whack, presumably from the microplastics and the soy. Like if they wanted someone who was older, they should have just cast someone who was older instead of going out of their way to make this young man look weird, and they push him into the uncanny valley. We also have this other article from Inverse. The Acolyte isn't ruining Star Wars. You are. Lucasfilm's latest series is the franchise most promising yet, and that's what.
So that's the media. Look, The Acolyte isn't ruining Star Wars. You are. Fuck you. Fuck you. I have no problem saying that. We have been so open, and for you to turn somebody like myself, like someone with a shelf full of Star Wars shit right here, that if you go back in other streams, you will see me show off. Right next to me, I have hundreds of Star Wars figures, hundreds of memorabilia. I've spent thousands of dollars on fucking Star Wars shit. And for you to take me, who has gone into every single one of these shows with an open fucking mind, even after the sequel trilogy, even after you ruined every single character that I grew up looking up to.
You went
That's why my first tattoo was not Star Wars. It was Lord of the Rings.
Dude, you went into an open mind even after Ahsoka. Even after...
Literally!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bruh. And that's
Amazon can try as they might, but nothing will ever touch the books. You will never change my original 1970 reprints of Lord of the Rings. I will always have the original books before anybody goes back and tries to change anything in them.
And they won't touch the Peter Jackson movies either.
And if they do it all, it doesn't matter because I own them all on disc. I have the originals.
Yeah.
I know what made me get this. I know what made me put Lord of the Rings on my body forever. Because I would not be where I am today. I would not have had these freaking role models like that. And not only the role models, the morals, the story, everything. Like, I want a Star Wars tattoo desperately. But I didn't go for that. Because you know what? At this point, Lord of the Rings, I have realized, as much of a fan of Star Wars as I am and sci-fi as I am, I have realized that the characters of Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas, the Fellowship in total, Gandalf, all the side characters, Eowyn, Arwen, the full story, the history of Middle-earth, is why I am creative to this day. It's why I'm working on my own book. It's why I have a love for fantasy. And you'll never fucking take that away from me. And that's all because of one man, J.R.R. Tolkien.
Ahsoka Fly now says, I like the show for all but acting and writing. So then what the fuck
How
do
these
you...
critics always tell themselves, like, they can't
like
just say, yeah, this show is solid. It's not perfect, though. It's all right. Here's what I liked. Here's what I didn't like. No, they always have to go all in. This is the best thing Star Wars ever done. It's amazing. It's perfect. If you don't love it, if you don't think that Leslie Headland is a cinematic
they say that
genius,
about
you're clearly a bigot. Like,
show,
okay.
Yeah, I'm clearly...
They say that about every show, though. I need to know...
When I literally have so many different friends in recovery, in AA, who are of every race and every fucking gender you can come up with. And guess what? The gay ones and the ones who are trans, don't fucking shove it in people's faces, because the whole point of AA is to not judge. It's to be equal, all of us. And guess what? Anyone can show up to AA or CA or any type of fellowship like that, and you're welcome. And we want to hear your story. We want to talk to you. We want to be friends with you. That's why tonight, after this, I'm going to a meeting where there's so many different groups of people. I've spoken at an LGBTQ meeting even though my story has nothing to do with it, and they know I'm straight because they said, we like your story of how you got into recovery. Can you please tell it to this group of people? Yes, because that's what step 12 is, helping another addict. I don't care what the other addict is. So for my opinion on Star Wars, my opinion on Rings of Power, my opinion on Game of Thrones, my opinion on what they're going to do to Pirates of the Caribbean and all the franchises I love, and Harry Potter makes me a bigot, then sure, I'm a fucking bigot. Clip it out.
Who the fuck is Ahsoka Fly now? That's like that's what I'm curious about. Because you said that you like the show for all the acting and writing. What else is there for you to like? The cinematography? The shots aren't good, at least from what I've heard. The shots are not good. So what do you like about this show? I'm curious.
And again, credit where credit's due. The only person that's being allowed to act is Lee Jung Jae, and he's good at what he does for being somebody who has literally only spoken English for a couple of years and learned it for this role. We know he's a good actor. We've seen him in Squid Game. But they're giving him a shit script. A wonderful actor like Oscar Isaac can be in a show where the script is shit. His acting performance, the way he switches in Moon Knight is good, but the show fucking sucks.
Dude, they screwed him over as Poe and also in Moon Knight, but now that he's in Dune, he's fine now. So
he was amazing in Dune.
Yeah.
You even have Robert Downey Jr., where Iron Man's acting like a fucking idiot in some of these movies. But then you put Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer and you don't even recognize him.
Yeah.
Because he's given a good script. He's allowed to work on it.
Yeah.
He's so freaking good in the role. It took me through half. I didn't know who was all in the movie. I just knew it was weird name Peaky Blinders dude. Forget his fucking name.
Cillian Murphy?
Cillian Murphy. Yeah. Like, I just knew Cillian Murphy was in it. Even in the trailers, I wasn't like, that's Robert Downey Jr. Because, and I have facial fucking recognition, dude. I'm good at that. I am just good with faces. And I was like, he is so off. Like, I was thinking about that this morning. When you look at Qui-Gon Jinn, you don't think of Liam Neeson at all.
No, because he looks different from, like, most of Liam Neeson's roles. He looks so much different and acts so much different. But, like, when you hear him, he even sounds different from, like, most of Liam Neeson's roles. Yeah.
And that's why, dude, I can't wait till Sunday when House of the Dragon comes out. Like, and that's the other thing. You can watch Burn Notice, right? Because I'm rewatching it right now, so it's in my head. You can watch Burn Notice. Highly recommended. Wonderful fucking show. So many good actors and actresses in it. But you don't look at Sam Axe and go, that's the guy from Evil Dead. Ash. You don't look at him and go, that's Ash from Evil Dead. Because Sam is such a different character. He carries himself so different. You don't hold that to him. And then you also see Michael Weston, the character Michael Weston. He's also in Fargo, season 2. But all he did was grow out sideburns. But the way he acts is so different, you don't look at it and go, that's Michael Weston. The only thing you look at is you look at the cast and go, I got to watch this show.
The fact that
and in season 1 of Fargo, because Fargo kind of went off the fucking rails, but in season 1 of Fargo, you watch season 5 was below mid. It wasn't terrible, but they're getting woke there. They are. And you have John Hamm, who's clearly John Hamm the entire season of season 5. And he's bad white man bad. He's misogynistic, he's evil, all this other shit. You can do that with his character, but not make it fucking woke, which they do. Like, they don't meant the need or the reason to do it, but they do it. And I was actually upset. I was like, Noah Hawley, who's the writer, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you've written 4 good seasons, or 3 at least. 3 good seasons. And then in season 4 and 5,
Wasn't Ewan in that show?
Woke. And then in season 1, you have Martin Freeman, who plays Bilbo Baggins, and he's a piece of shit human being. You don't look at him in Fargo season 1 and go, that's the same character as Bilbo Baggins. Because that's what good writing was.
The fact that Ewan plays twins on that show is crazy.
Yes. And I don't look at him and go, that's Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't look at VM Varga, the character in season 3 who's the main bad guy, and go, that's Professor Lupin. Because they are so polar opposite of a character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's just, it's simple, dude. Like give a good actor a good script and they can do it.
Well, it's kind of like what you've always said. An actor is only as good as the script that they have. Like,
literally.
Like,
you give a good actor a woke script, it's gonna be shit.
DiCaprio, if he had shitty scripts, he would not be as loved as you know he is now. No.
But that's again. Then you have other movie stars like fucking Tom Cruise who have had shitty scripts, but they're still good in the movie.
True. Yeah,
but it's not necessarily. It's not necessarily fully true. Like there's movies, like even like fuck. I'm gonna take Lord of the Rings as an example. Like you have can't believe I'm dropping his name right now, but who plays Sam in Lord of the Rings? He's in he's Bob in season 2 of Stranger Things. And I don't look at him and go, that's Samwise Gamgee. Or Winona Ryder, for that matter.
Sean Astin?
Sean.
Yeah.
Yes. So, like, or shut up, Pilgrim. but still, like, you don't look at Sean Astin.
I don't think of Saruman when I see him as like, you know, Count Dooku, bro.
Literally, like you don't watch the old Dracula movie and go, well, that's Saruman. You also don't watch the old any of those movies and go, well, Saruman and Dooku are the same person. They still got a white beard. They still look similar, but they act different. And he is such a good actor. You don't see it.
Right. Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson. I don't look at Mace Windu and go, that's the same dude from Pulp Fiction.
Right. Yeah. No. I don't either. Or I pointed that shit out.
I did not forget season 4 or episode 4. Episode 4 and episode 5 and episode 6, if you were to go back and actually look when I was reviewing that show, I said they were boring as fuck. But the cinematography was great, and there were some really good actors in it. And no matter what you say about the character of Cassian Andor, Diego Luna is still a good actor.
That's
and
true.
He's given a good script. Yeah. And even the side characters, the Imperials, are good. The Imperial family that we get to see is good. There's only the fact that it was slow that people had problems with those episodes. Now you can do that right. There's full episodes of House of the Dragon. Full episodes. I think multiple in a row where no action happens, and those episodes are fucking amazing. The best scene in that entire show is improv. When
Viserys drops his crown. Yep.
When Viserys drops his crown, and you are on the edge of your seat as this old man with leprosy is walking from the doors to his throne where he rightfully belongs. and that crown falls off his head, and that was not supposed to happen. And the scene would not have so much gravitas if it wasn't for the fact that the cameraman and Matt Smith, and I'm forgetting the name of the actor who plays Viserys, all took it as an opportunity at the same time. Shout out to that cameraman. Because Matt Smith walked up, continued to act, picked up said crown, put it back on the rightful king's head, and kneeled for him.
That shit gave
As
me
the cameraman
goosebumps.
is recording all of this, going, "This is fucking gold."
I watched that at your house, actually. Yeah.
Best episode. Best scene in the entire show.
Acolyte is better than Book of Boba Fett? Stop, bro. Nah,
That's
Book of
not
Boba
true.
had
The acting in
Laura
Book of Boba
Morrison.
Fett's better. You still have Tamora Morrison being a good actor. You still have
Mando's in it for like, a couple of episodes. You still have Mark Hamill.
The dude that played Cad Bane was good.
Yeah.
That was Bane.
Yeah.
Even though they fucked over Bane's character,
I don't like Book of Boba Fett,
Bane.
but it's better than Acolyte, for sure.
And Ming-Na Wen is a good actress. As Fennec. Ming-Na Wen is just a good actress in general.
Pilgrim, I thought you were modded.
He's modded
I
on
thought
the
you
other
were
channel.
modded.
He's on the other channel.
Oh. Hold on. Give me a second.
Go to 2.0, mod him over there.
I got it. Hold on.
I haven't even actually gotten through what happens in this episode yet. This is why it's got me to this point. Look, I'm still wearing my fucking Star Wars shirts, dude. I still love Carrie Fisher, regardless. Like, I still love Star Wars. I got Star Wars behind me. I got Star Wars all around me. I'm always going to love George Lucas Star Wars. I'm always going to love the EU. But at this point, you have turned a fan that would have eaten up anything from Star Wars into somebody that does not even want to see it. I remember being a little kid, 10 years old. 10 years old. When I saw in the newspaper, you guys remember those? Because I used to read the newspaper with my dad. Do you guys remember newspapers? Because a lot of you probably never picked one up. I picked up the newspaper, and it said, George Lucas in talks about making episode 7. And we were on a high for like the entire day. My dad and I couldn't stop talking about, and my mom couldn't stop talking about, what would episode 7 be? Where are Luke, Han, and Leia going to be at this point? Like, you've completely, utterly destroyed not only fans, but childhood fucking memories.
Yeah, the same shit happened to me recently. They killed off Arkham Batman and then made the next Arkham game into exclusively a VR game. And I'm like, nah, bro. So my childhood's done. So is yours. They ruined it for everybody, bro.
Where you say episode 7 is trash, nobody, and I remember nobody having a problem with The Force Awakens, except for a few. Ryan Kennel did, but he didn't have a channel yet. There was quite a few people that had a problem, like, very few people, I should say, that had a problem with episode 7. Now, everybody agreed it was a copy of A New Hope, but no one actually had major problems with episode 7 until The Last Jedi came out.
That is true.
There wasn't major hate for Disney Star Wars at that point. Because Rogue One came out right before, and everybody loved Rogue One too. So you had episode 7, then you had Rogue One, then you had The Last Jedi, and the hate exploded. That was what destroyed the fandom. That's what splintered it into all these different subsects. That's what created the sequel trilogy fans, against the prequel fans, against the OT fans, the subsects of this fandom. That one singular movie created all of that strife. I want you to go back to 2013, 2014, 2015, and show me the videos that were not praising The Force Awakens, the articles that were not praising it. Because The Force Awakens was not hated. Everybody saw a cross-guard lightsaber and said, that's fucking sick.
Honestly, even looking back on it now, I still don't hate that movie. I still don't. I think it's the best out of all three of the sequels.
Yeah, it is the best out of all three of them. But I still have zero desire to watch it again.
Of course. Right. Yeah, of course. My dad told me that if I didn't stop talking about it, I would not be allowed to see it.
See?
Yeah.
Like, the hype was fucking real.
Just like, a little bit of a sidebar. Alvin and the Chipmunks put their fourth movie out the same night that The Force, Awakens came out. They really thought that they were going to be able to match the return of Star Wars. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
No. Now, they might be able to do it now because, let's be honest, Roland. Do you think that the Mando movie is going to make any? Do you think it's going to make any kind of money?
It'll make money because of a little green fuck. That's why.
Because people will want to see Baby Yoda in theaters. And
you know what he'll do? You know what he'll do? Unless Mando is a fucking old 90-year-old man sitting there doing nothing, or this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna freeze Mando in carbonite so that Grogu can wake up fucking 600 years later and wake him up.
What?
Like, I would not be surprised,
dude.
And they're gonna have this crazy. They're gonna have this little green fuck waddle around and kick ass like he beat 3 fully fucking trained warriors that just missed every shot when they had a flamethrower a couple minutes before.
You don't think that they're gonna freeze dude in carbonite or?
Yeah, because Mando doesn't work without Grogu, or Grogu doesn't work without Mando. Doesn't matter. Vice versa.
Yeah. True.
They'll find a way. Because you know what, Roman? This is the way. I don't want to hear this shit anymore.
Why can't we just
blasphemy?
Why can't we just get a Force Unleashed show or a movie or something?
Because then it would have to be canon. And the fucking funniest thing to me is we're going to make all of the EU legends. None of it ever happened. But all we're going to do is steal shit from the EU and make it worse.
Mando's being in Bad Batch pissed me the fuck off. Mando's being in the Bad Batch. The fact that Scorch
killed Scorch like a dumb bitch.
The fact that Scorch was on Tantus is actually crazy to me.
He died like an idiot.
Yeah.
You have one of the main characters. Oh, it's not like I didn't read 4 fucking books about these characters. It's not like I didn't play the game. No, yeah, let's just take Master Chief and kill him like an idiot. Because that's what he's based on. Scorch is based on Master Chief.
Yeah.
Let's just kill him. We can't have him be one of the clones that turns. Oh, and by the way, Cody just defected, and now he's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, dude. We got nothing about Cody. Cody.
Wolf. Still no explanation as to why Cody and Wolf are, or why Wolf and Gregor are with fucking Rex and Rebels. No explanation of that. Because they're going, That's the one trail line that they have. They're like, now we can make a show called Rex or Clone Rebellion. Like, get the fuck out of here. How many different clone troopers are going to have pronouns? I'm a bi clone trooper. Oh, actually, I identify as a woman. Omega is the embodiment of a clone trooper identifying as a woman. You think that when Kenobi went to Camino in episode 2, they wouldn't have gone, yeah, we have this clone army here. We made one extra. They tell him about Boba, but they wouldn't tell him that they made a female clone too. That's a top scientist that stays around there with their top scientist.
Yeah, true.
They're like, yeah, the only thing Jango Fett wanted other than money was a non-altered clone, and he's a bounty hunter. Oh, by the way, we're going to forget to tell you that we also have our top scientist who also asked to make a female clone to be part of her crew.
I saw something along those lines, I think. There actually was a trans clone, I think.
There was a clone wearing purple.
Yeah.
In Bad Batch. But the purple clones were supposed to be, if you look at the old comics, when Dark Horse was still making Star Wars comics, and the Dark Horse comics were the shit. This was during the 2002-2003 Clone Wars era, when they actually made the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars. You had a group of purple clones who followed Mace Windu. You know why they were purple? Because he had a purple lightsaber.
Okay.
But purple now is apparently a lesbian or trans color in Star Wars. So I guess Samuel Jackson's Mace Windu's gay.
I mean, would that shock you if that were to come out?
No. And to quote Samuel Jackson, motherfucker. Look at all this bigoted nonsense I'm coming out with today. All this anti.
Why do you think I made?
All this anti-whatever. Keep fucking saying it.
Kind of.
But
how the fuck can you be?
He wasn't though. He's gone. He's gone the route. He's gone the route like most other people in Hollywood have, and is just shilling for all this shit. I mean, if the old Samuel Jackson, who told George Lucas, I'm not doing this movie unless I get a purple lightsaber, would have never signed up for Secret Wars or Secret Invasion and gone, yeah, let Nick Fury run around as a bumbling fucktard the entire time. Black Girl Magic! Like, the old Samuel Jackson would have never done that.
On the poster for the Marvels, he looks like he does not want to be there. He is just acting now to, get paid. It's not even fun for him now. Which that shit has gotta suck. Dude, I need to, you know what? Tell me about this episode, because we haven't even gotten to that yet.
So, the episode starts 16 years before.
Right.
On planet Brenda.
Planet what?
Brenda.
Brenda?
I call it Brenda, but it's Brandock. Planet Brenda. And we see I don't even fucking know, because the directing in this episode is so bad they don't even let you know what twin is what. So they're like, oh, like the angles, right? The angles of the camera. You will see freaking like Osha, who's like the young, like the good twin, and the bad twin, right? And then they'll switch the angle, and then one's talking to the other one, and then they change names, and it's like, what is happening?
Their trans name.
No, they'll change names straight up. It'll be like now all of a sudden May's here and Osha's here and then Osha's here and May's here. Like the directing of the episode is so fucking bad. You can't tell which one's good and which one's bad because they're fucking twins. And I hate to say this, but like that little girl is not like. She looks weird. She looks weird. Just like
she's a kid, Roland.
I don't give
she's
a fuck.
She's a kid.
Enough cat, like, bro. One of them looks distinctly different if this is two different actresses that look the same, but one's got fat ass fucking cheeks and the other one doesn't. But you still can't tell because they're both like fucking weird looking kids. But anyway, so was Leia. They don't know how to cast children in Star Wars, apparently. Like, young Anakin looked like he could have grown into Hayden Christensen.
I thought that Jake Lloyd actually did fine.
These two look like little Lizzos. By the way, they got the same haircut that they have 16 years later. Yeah, because guess what? Most human beings apparently never cut their hair. Or change it, or grow it out, or do anything different.
If we went...
Roman, go 16 years without changing anything about your appearance.
If we went to 5 years back, I would have, like, crew-cut short hair. I wouldn't have any beard, and I would not be wearing glasses. People change, bro.
So here's the thing. The episode starts with the one twin sitting under this tree and these little, like, glowing moths flying around. And she uses the Force to control one of the moths and then forces it back down onto her hand and then lets it go and then catches it again. And you're thinking to yourself, well, that's the bad twin, right? Because she's controlling this helpless animal.
Right.
No, that's the good one, because then the bad one shows up and grabs it again and pulls it back. And you're like, now what the fuck is going on? Right? So then that happens, and then they walk up, and all these kids do is argue. The one kid's like, I don't want to go to the ceremony tonight. And the other one's like, you have to. It's the ceremony. And then they're like, no, but I don't want to do that. And they're like, come on, let's go. And then they're walking through the woods, and they do that same fucking thing. Born is 1, born is 2, 1 is 1, 2 is 3, 3 is plus 1 is 4, and we're together. Yeah, we're twins. Yeah, wonderful. And then fucking female Zabrak, who's like not even a Zabrak, like all of a sudden she's got pointy ears and long hair and shit. She doesn't even look like a Zabrak, but she's got the horns on her head. And they're like, oh, Mother Contril, or whatever the fuck her name is. Coral. They're like, Mother Coral, okay, good to see you. And she's just a bitch, right? And she's like, but she's not wrong. She's like, you need discipline. You'll be punished for leaving the city. Okay, whatever. And then it just cuts to a scene of Squid Game boy standing behind a tree with short hair now. And he's like, oh. And then it goes, the acolyte, bum, 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 bum.
Is the music good? Or no?
And then it shows this massive fucking mountain with a fortress on top of it.
Right.
And then the little kids are walking through the city. And, of course, it's all women. It's a city of only women. And then the patriarchy. Yeah, she comes out. And she's like, and they're like, Mama! And then she comes out. And then she's like, oh, my little darlings, yeah. And then Zabrak bitch with the red hair, she's like, yo, they need discipline. And then she touches her like this, like she's about to kiss her, like they're about to kiss each other. And then she's like, let me see the exact fucking dialogue here. I told you this planet would be safe for our coven. It's not going to stay safe if Osha keeps running away. You want to say something? Speak your mind, Coral. So that's freaking the black chick who's talking about the patriarchy, talking to the other chick, Zabrak girl. And Zabrak girl goes, as our leader, I've always deferred to you when raising the twins. Which then turns into but you're too lenient. A firm hand is required. OSHA's testing her boundaries. It's normal behavior for a child. Well, there's no other kids here, so how would you know that? And then she goes, the twins aren't normal children. And then walks away. So you have like a little lesbian argument. I'm surprised the U-Haul hasn't shown up yet for their divorce.
The fuck?
Then you have, this is one of the worst parts. You have patriarchy girl talking about the fact that she's going like this. And you can see the force in between her fingers. And she goes, all living things are connected by the same thread. And Jedi and the rest of the galaxy, some call it the Force, but not everybody. Even though in every single piece of Star Wars fucking media, they call it the Force. She's like, no, only some call it the Force, and they use it for power. But this thread, it connects all living things. No, you're a cult of fucking insane communists, and like literally talking shit on the Force and re-explaining how the Force works. Not that it's a force that binds us, not that it's a force, we are luminous beings. No, none of that. No talk of midichlorians. Just this thread connects everybody. It's not to be used as a weapon like the mean old Jedi use, and then shows them how to use the Force to fight off two chicks. She's like, attack me. And meanwhile, in the background, the two little fucking kids are just fighting each other. They're just like, nah, stop eating snacks. Mommy's trying to fucking show us something. And they're fucking arguing. And she just keeps going around and going, girls, pay attention. And then the girls stop. And then she keeps doing more shit with the Force. And then the girls start fighting again. And she goes, girls, pay attention. And then the same shit happens like 3 fucking times in a row. They're like, it's like kids fucking attack each other. And then mommy gets mad. Force pushes them to the ground. And then we see freaking Zabrak, other person, but they don't call her mama, which is weird, right? Because both of them are their mothers. She just calls her mother Coral. But she doesn't say Mother Anastasia. She just goes, Mama. It's like, well, they're both your mom. Like, then we have a scene where they're all sitting in their house, their little room, and patriarchy woman is like, oh yeah, the patriarchy. You have to become a witch because the galaxy is not kind to women like us, and you two are special. And then the one twin's like, yeah, I want to become a witch. And the other twin's like, I don't know if I want that, Mom. And she's like, I don't care. You're going to be a witch. It's okay, darling. You can do whatever you want. And then the one sister's like, I'm mad at you because you don't want to be a witch like all these fucking cultists tell us to do. And then the other daughter's like, well, I don't want to do that. I want to think for myself. And then the mom's like, hold hands. You two are one and you love each other. Galaxy's not kind to people like us. The ceremony's tonight. So then it switches to them doing a little cult ritual over a hole on top of the mountain for some reason. And that's never explained. You don't know what the fuck this giant pit is for, but it's there. And then you have the girls getting ready, and they're like, the alarms have been tripped. There's something out there. It's probably the Jedi. Yeah, that just comes out of fucking nowhere. And then, like, that's when this fucking cult ritual happens, where from the minute of 12 minutes and 50 seconds to
14 something? It's got to be.
Hold on. 17 minutes. 5 minutes. Almost 6 minutes They're doing that dumb chanting I showed earlier.
Are you serious?
I'm dead fucking serious.
5 minutes?
I'm dead fucking serious. And then they show up and they're like, the alarms have been tripped. The Jedi are in here. They're coming for the girls. Hide the girls. I'll deal with the Jedi. We'll talk to them. And then Black Patriarchy Woman goes, stand down. And then you get fucking Torben Old Man Boy walking in with Indara and with Carrie-Ann Moss and fucking Lee Jung-jae and then the Wookiee. And now the Wookiee's wearing clothes. Like he's got Jedi robes on and shit. Instead of just wearing a Wookiee belt with fucking a Jedi lightsaber on it, he's like walks in wearing a robe and he like shaves his head. He's got like a shaven head.
What?
But he's also got like a long beard. And
is it a dude in a costume?
Yeah,
is
no, yeah, it is. It is. And then he's got like his like ponytail back, right?
The reason that I asked that was that wasn't Chewie in the sequels? Wasn't he like CGI or was that also a dude in a costume? Oh, okay.
And then we have freaking Carrie-Ann Moss who's like, I think there might possibly be some force using children here, and like that's against the law because like we're supposed to pay attention to any force users. And she's like looking through the crowd. And then they're like, nah, there's no little girls here. And then the one little girl comes out and fucking Squid Game has the great idea to be like, hey, little girl, come here. I am very nice. I will show you. And like hands her this fucking lightsaber that's like this thick. Because, you know, the Disney lightsabers that you buy at fucking Galaxy's Edge suck. So he's like, here, fat fucking lightsaber that makes no sense. Let me hand this to an 8-year-old. Here, little 8-year-old, hold this lightsaber.
They literally gave her a Galaxy's Edge lightsaber.
Yes. And then he's like, oh, these girls, they are good. And May walks out and she's like, the other twin, and she's like, you shouldn't have gone over to the Jedi. Because she already became a Sith or a witch. She got like this weird force tattoo on her head through the force. Because when the one witches were screaming and they were going, after that fucking chant, the patriarchy fuck goes like, pew, and shoots a fucking like force whatever onto her forehead and goes, now you are one. Or whatever. She's like, let the other one do it. But the other one doesn't get to do it because the mean old Jedi show up. And then they fucking go through it. And the one girl's like, I want to be a Jedi. And all the witches are like, no, fuck that. They're like, don't let her do it. And then she's like, I'll show you the power of my force. And then she makes fucking token white boy, who is Torben, who drank the poison in the last episode. Yeah, they make token white boy fucking, his eyes turn black and he falls to his knees. And they're like, release him. So then they release him. And then it cuts to the witches, right? And all the witches are convening. They're like, bring the girls to their room. So then they're convening in this common area. And they're arguing. And strong female character Patriarchy is talking to strong female character Zabrak. And they're like arguing. And she goes, Zabrak goes, I carried those girls for 9 months. And then, you know, Patriarchy girl goes, well, you know what? I put them inside you.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So then that conversation happens. And then a random ass old, terribly looking CGI alien shows up and she goes, let the girls do what they want or something. Because no one's going to remember what I say because you just needed old witch for this scene for some reason. And then it cuts to the freaking girls and they're arguing again. And the one's like, and the mama patriarchy woman shows up and she's like, if you leave or if you go and take the Jedi's test, then the Jedi are going to take you and you'll never see me again. She's like, well, I want to take the test. I want to be a Jedi. And the other one's like, you're a traitor. You don't want to be a witch. And then they do this dumb kid fight again where they're like, and then they don't fucking do anything. And the mom's like, break it up, you two girls, break it up. And then that's basically this entire fucking scene. And then next day is them going to the Jedi, and the mom tells them, lie that you don't have force potential. All right, whatever. So then the one girl's like, I want to be a Jedi, though. Now they're outside of the Jedi's camp, out front of their ship. And then the other one's like, well, I'm going to lie. And you better lie, too, or else you're a traitor. She's like, no, I'm not a traitor. I'm just not going to lie. That's the right thing to do. And then it cuts to fucking Wookiee boy, and he's like, fixing up like this speeder bike for no fucking reason. Why is there one speeder bike? They're like, give the Wookiee something to do. Let's take out the speeder bike from the ship just so we can fix it up. Makes zero goddamn sense. Like most of this show. And then you have her freaking like, hi there, what's your name? And he just goes, and she's like, oh.
He sounds like Helen Keller.
And then by that point, the other twin, the bad twin, May, she's done. So she walks out of the ship. And then Token White Boy's like, come here, get the other one. And then Token White Boy brings her onto the ship and takes a blood sample. And she's like, ow, that hurt. Just like Anakin in the Phantom Menace. When Qui-Gon
wow, they're trying to do symbolism, I see.
They do the exact scene. Where he's like, it's just a blood test to make sure for any infections. The exact same fucking thing. And then Token White Boy's like, it'll be okay. Just come take the test. And then you have fucking Indara asking questions while fucking Lee Jung-jae, Squid Game boy, is standing there with the fucking the backwards facing holo pad that just has pictures of a ship, a cup, a this, a that. You know, when Anakin does that in front of Mace Windu and Yoda?
They really did that same shit?
Same scene.
What?
But instead of that, she fakes it for the first two, and then fucking Squid Game goes, good, you're correct on two of them. And like he like looks at her like she's lying. She's totally lying, bro. But correct. And it's like obviously you know she's fucking lying. And then he's like, Osha, they gave me this test when I was 4 years old. Which again, too old. That's the whole fucking point of this too, is that all of these kids are too old to be trained as Jedi. They're already 8. And they're the Immaculate Conception before Anakin, 100 years before. You think Shmi was special because the Force impregnated Shmi? No. That's not special anymore.
I thought that was the whole point.
That was supposed to be. That's why he's the goddamn chosen one.
Right.
And then you have Lee Jung-jae being like, I will take you as my own Padawan. Because she goes, actually, like, I'm lying to you. Like, I can use the Force. He's like, I'll take you as my Padawan. Blah, 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 blah. Go back to your family. And then she walks outside. And Angry Twin is like, you better have lied to them. And she's like, yeah. Like, no, I told him the truth. And then Wookiee boy goes, huh? And then, like, that's the end of that scene. Now they're back at the temple, or back at their fucking very conspicuous mountain hideout, which is just a fucking castle on top of a mountain. And then arguing ensues, and she's like, I told him the truth. And then May's like, you lying bitch, fuck! And, like, gets fucking dragged away. A mean twin. And then good twin, like, goes up to her mother. She's like, Mama! And then Mama's like, oh, patriarchy's okay, daughter. If you want to go, you'll never see me again, just so you know. And then she's like, well, I'm still going to go. So then the next scene happens, and she's sitting in her room, and she's reading her journal, and Mean Twin comes in and goes, I'm taking that journal. And then locks the door on her. Takes the sconce off the wall that has a torch in it. Meanwhile, this entire building is made of metal and steel and brick. And she's like, I'm going to take the sconce off the wall. I'm going to lock you in this room so you'll never leave. And you'll burn to death. And lights her fucking journal on fire and leaves it outside the door, and now the entire building's on fire. Stone is now on fire. Bricks. I don't know
It's
if
not
you've ever
possible.
seen. No, it's not. But now it is. And bricks and stone and fucking metal are on fire. And she's like, oh, convenient. I just have this hatch in the wall that I know how to hack through because I've been trained in a cult full of witches, and now I just know how to hotwire a fucking door and wall. No idea. No idea how this daughter knows this or why she was able to pass part of the test and go a space station, a starship.
I'd rather have that now, honestly.
I want the bricks and screws back, damn it! And then she hotwires this shit and she's like, oh no, the fire's getting closer. It's burning through the door. And she crawls through this little fucking pipe and then she gets into this bigger area still in the ventilation shaft and you just hear, ah! And like bricks falling. You're like, oh no, witches are dying. I'm real sad about that. And then she just keeps fucking walking through and she walks into now the reactor of the building, which we now see because apparently there's this massive reactor. This one little fire in front of the door is now destroying an entire mountain. It has literally been in real time 2 minutes. You don't have fucking fire extinguishers. You don't have security alarms. You don't have fucking anything. Also, it's all stone and steel. Random torches from little girls melt steel beams. So then she freaking walked into this reactor room and boom, boom. And she's like, ah. And then all of a sudden, Squid Game Boy's there and he's running through it. And he's like, yo, girls, May, Osha. And it's like, where did you come from and how did you know shit was going wrong? And then apparently now there's just a broken bridge and they're standing next to it on either side. And they're arguing. They're like, you jump over. No, you jump over. No, you jump over. No, you jump over. Well, you're a traitor. No, I'm not. I just want to be a Jedi. Well, you're still a traitor. Oh, boom, bam, bing. One fucking falls to her death, presumably. And the other one is like about to fall, and Squid Game goes, no! And grabs her.
Roland's so pissed, y'all.
And then picks
Roland's
her up.
so pissed.
And yeah, because I had to watch this shit for you motherfuckers. And then he's like, come, Osha, come, she's gone. And they run, and now they're running through the building, and apparently everyone's just dead. It's not like there's fire in the room. There's not much rubble. They're just all lying there. All the witches are just lying there dead. What killed them? I have zero idea. Why they didn't try to escape? I have zero idea. A tiny fire in front of a door has now murdered about 200 people. But they're not burned. It's not like they're burnt corpses. It's not like there's rubble crushing them all. No, they're literally lying there. Like nothing happened. At all. So they run through and she's like, no, no. And then they run into a room that actually is on fire. And she's like, no, mama. Because her mom's like, I'm probably dead.
I'm probably dead.
Just wait until the last episode, or second to last episode, when Smiler Rem takes his helmet off. It's definitely not me.
I'm probably dead.
And then you just it cuts to the outside, and you just see the entire mountain exploding.
Bro.
One little torch in front of a door did all of this. In a metal building made of stone as well. A torch.
That's crazy.
Torch. Actually, not even just a torch. A journal that she lit on fire. Yes. Yes. So then we go on to her just waking up And she's like, Mama? And then Soul's like, it's okay. You're on Jedi Starship. She's like, oh, okay. He's like, we're on our way to Coruscant. You're going to be a Jedi. And she just hugs him and starts crying. And then it pans back to freaking Brenda, the planet, Brenda. And then, oh God, we see the same tree from the beginning of the episode. And it pans down. And there's a little girl sitting in front of it. And she's crying. And it's the other twin. Boom. End of episode.
Wow. They really sold you for next week.
Oh, I can't wait.
You know what you guys could do to make Roland's time a little bit easier? Donate to the Patreon and I'll just pay him the money so that he doesn't have to suffer. Oh my God. It's crazy.
This is disgusting.
I can only imagine, bro.
Hold on, dude. I got you.
I don't want to see what you're going to show me, but I'll watch it anyway.
No, you do.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Oh my God. Fucking YouTube ads.
This is why you get YouTube Premium, bro.
I have it. I just don't have it on my computer. Apparently, I don't know.
That's weird that you don't have it on there.
No, I had it, but I don't think I have it anymore. Yeah, I missed Bricks and
Oh.
Screws. God damn it! But this is Theory's reaction right after the episode.
Oh God.
Now, first of all, let me just like go through. This is his face throughout the entire thing.
Oh my God.
Just no, like, nothing.
And like the thing with Theory is Theory
He's like
has been
he's like me. He's trying to be as fair to this as possible.
Yeah, like Theory has been the most open-minded out of all of us, I feel like he tries to like every episode. He really does.
Look at it. I feel bad for him, dude. This was me watching this too.
Has he still not talked?
No. Look at this, like, bruh. Audio listeners, watch it on YouTube, so you can actually see this.
Loki.
He's calling for his dog instead. Like, bro.
I don't understand.
Dude.
He's in pain, bro. I can see it.
Oh my God. What an abhorrent episode. What an absolute mockery of what George Clooney was like. The whole thing was just like a therapy session, essentially, for Leslie Headland. I mean, this is atrocious. How is this writing and directing allowed? How $180 million, twice the budget of the Kenobi show. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Acolyte. The one argument that anyone can make, and I've already gone 10 steps ahead of it, is that these are some subsect of witches and they have their own idea of the Force. Sure. Don't introduce that as a new way of explaining the Force. The Force surrounds us. It binds us together. Midichlorians exist. They are in every single one of our cells. Well, in Star Wars. Here I am getting too literal. Explaining the Force as a thread that you can pluck and pull on. I'd really love for them to divulge into that because it doesn't really make all that much sense. And that's just not how the Force works. We have about 40 to 50 years of how the Force works explained by George Lucas, and it takes one episode of a $180 million project created by someone who is so far from understanding what Star Wars is to try and explain to us what the Force now is. Please give me a break. I understand you want to put your stamp of your name on Star Wars and all that, but if you haven't learned from Rian Johnson, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. This is you're just going to piss a lot of people off.
Rian Johnson.
Theory, just say it. Just say it. This is shit.
Okay, so look, for all of Rian Johnson's flaws, for all of his flaws, at least he tried something different. It's
better than this. I will say to you right now that I got more enjoyment out of certain scenes of The Last Jedi than I did out of this episode. This is one of the worst episodes of television I have ever watched in my life.
Yeah.
Ever.
Agreed.
Ever.
And don't take my words for it. In the coming days, we're going to see reviews that will be explaining 10 million times more eloquently than I ever could by so many people, so many fans, about how this is just a ridiculous episode in so many different ways. The fire, for example, the fire on a brick wall, the whole goddamn mountain burns down from one lantern? No, please. The Jedi don't really care to go and stop every child who has the Force, potentially. Let alone would they go to a coven of witches. Let alone would they go to children who are what? How old are these kids? 8? 9? The same age as Anakin, who was literally the chosen one, and the entire council...
I literally said that! I didn't even get this far into his reaction.
That's crazy.
Bro. Everybody's thinking the same fucking thing.
Forbade his training. Yet, the only reason he was trained is because of Qui-Gon's dying wish. And because and even after that, he was still denied. And Obi-Wan said, I will leave the council. I will stop becoming a Jedi to fulfill my master's wish of training the chosen one. But here we are, Jedi, stopping on some random planet to a coven of witches away from the Republic to train children who are above the age that is required or recommended to be trained by the Jedi. I mean, this is an absolute mockery. This is what happens when you don't understand Star Wars and you're given a $180 million paycheck to go and write Star Wars. I just don't really know what to say, man. I just don't get it. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's two lesbians. I don't care, man. That's cool, man. The witches of Dathomir have all been women, and they rule over the men.
Yeah, which is fine. But he's not coming out and saying what actually the problem is here, and that's that their own ideology is being forced into this. You can write good characters like that. They exist. They exist in many different ways, in many different platforms, in many different movies, many different shows. Fucking anime does it fine. You have a great story in Attack on Titan about a lesbian chick who has a crush on someone who is not. Like,
that show is getting crazy too.
Like this is possible to write that well. Hell, it's in the Game of Thrones books. But this is not that. This is horribly written. And you can tell it's forced ideology. This whole episode is about indoctrinating children.
They rule over the Brotherhood, the Night Brothers. That's established. That's totally fine. There's no problem there with that. So anyone who wants to throw, the ists and the phobes, please take an exit. This is just an absolute bullshit. It's a train wreck. I don't know what is this. I'm gonna go watch The Empire Strikes Back, dude. This is some $180 million, and you give it double the price of Kenobi. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't understand, and
if you
I don't
break
think I ever
theory,
will.
bro, it's over.
We need to clean house over there. We need to hire some new people.
I want to give Theory a hug, dude.
If you break theory, it's over for you. If you break theory, it's over for you.
Mueller dropped his review. Let's see.
I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah, guys. Look at this. You guys want to see the while he's going to take a piss. You guys want to see? No, Theory. I think Theory thinks so now about Filoni. If I watched Open Bar last week on Critical Drinkers channel, Theory did talk about Filoni on there. Let me just share screen real quick. This is Show Face 101. Because I do follow a channel that I like. It ain't this. But I'm being recommended reviews now. I'm watching somebody who's actually going through Star Wars for the first time, and they're only doing the original 6. So I'm getting these. But look, there's Show Face number 1. That's how so many of these thumbnails are going to look. So many of these thumbnails are going to look that way. Wow. Oh my God. Like, the fact that you could possibly make that face of this episode and not be like, this is shit, and that's why you're making the face is hilarious. Let's see. Mauler. I don't see one. I don't see a review for this episode. Oh, which channel? Which one?
I think that if push came to shove.
Oh, is it on? It can't be EFAP highlights.
I think that if push came to shove, Filoni or
I see it. It's on Mueller. Yeah, it's on Mueller. It's live. It's gonna be live.
Theory would advocate for getting rid of Filoni. At least that's how I feel. But I can't speak for him, though, in fairness. So, do you want to get off of the Acolyte and get on to my what if question, or do you still want to talk about it?
I would love to get the fuck off of the Acolyte.
All right. So, here's my what if, right? And a little bit of context here. My family and I were, my brother had not seen the Lord of the Rings movies in a few years, and he kind of forgot them all, so we watched them. And
watch the extended, right?
Yeah, yes, of course. After the third movie, we had this conversation, and I wanted to ask you, didn't get the chance to last week because we had a short show, but
first of all, what did he think?
oh, he freaking loved them, bro. He said that he sees why they are considered three of the greatest movies ever. So yeah. Um. So here is the question: if you take the main cast of Harry Potter and they're the Fellowship, and then you take the Fellowship and put them into the Harry Potter world, can the cast of Harry Potter get the ring to Mount Doom and throw it into Mount Doom or not? And can the Fellowship defeat Voldemort and his army and shit like that? What if they were flipped?
Does the cast of Harry Potter now not have magic, and then there's the cast of does the cast of the Fellowship now have magic? Because if the Fellowship had magic, then absolutely they're killing Voldemort's ass. And because they'd be going after Horcruxes, it wouldn't be 3 people going after Horcruxes; it'd be all of them motherfuckers. And if you took the Harry Potter cast, yeah, literally, Voldemort couldn't take down a high school.
Yeah, true.
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 The cast of Harry Potter dies in Moria against the Balrog.
Really?
The Fellowship. Yeah.
I think that they get a little further than that. I mean,
none of them have magic.
They would have their wands and shit like that.
In that scenario, the only one that would have magic would be Dumbledore. And he would have to be like Gandalf.
Which he's not, so yeah.
And if you were to take everybody from the Fellowship and give them magic...
Oh yeah, no, it's over. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Voldemort
is a better team than the Avengers.
I mean, except for
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. If you give anybody from the Fellowship the same abilities as the Avengers, it's a wrap. If you give anybody Bro, they think that half of the Fellowship is fucking dead. They don't even know that Frodo's alive, and they're still pushing to finish the mission.
Yeah, of course.
Aragorn, I refuse to believe it. When they come out, when the mouth of Sauron comes out, and says that Frodo failed, I refuse to believe it. I will not believe it. Yeah, you don't get that from any of these other characters. These other characters go, no, he couldn't have failed. Oh! No.
So you don't think so? Okay, this is actually to Pilgrim's point. And even if they could make it to Mordor, they'd fail. No one can willingly destroy the ring, and they were already succumbing to the Horcrux. That is a really good fucking point. That's a
wonderful point.
My only question is,
the ring is literally a Horcrux on crack, dude.
Which is funny because there's a ring that's actually like a Horcrux too.
Yeah, well, if freaking... Yeah, but that wasn't getting into Dumbledore's mind.
True. No, but...
He's just wearing an evil thing on his finger that made him sick.
Yeah. So, here's my question, though, then. Is there any other character, do you think, that could get the ring to Mount Doom?
Master
Any,
Chief.
Franchises?
Master Chief.
You think Chief could?
I think Chief would struggle, but I think Chief could do it.
I think Chief and Arbiter could. I don't know if Chief on his own could.
Chief would find a way.
I think if you take...
People say Captain America, I say bullshit.
Could the cast of A New Hope do it?
No, because Luke's been tempted by the dark side.
I would give the ring to Obi-Wan.
That's the same thing, Pilgrim. He ain't throwing it in. Frodo didn't even throw it in.
It took Gollum jumping on him in order to get the ring in there.
It took the two of them fighting over it and falling because they weren't paying attention. Because they were so focused on the ring. No one can do it. The only person that would be able to destroy the ring would have been Sauron himself. Willingly.
Yeah.
That's how powerful this fucking thing is.
It's literally like a freaking drug, bro.
That's how powerful the One Ring is.
Yeah.
No one can destroy it. Only Sauron, who created it, would have been the only one possible to go, I don't like this anymore. Yeet. That's it. Because the ring has no corruption over him and him alone. Maybe Morgoth, but there's not any other character in cinematic or book or fandom that could do it. Chief could get it. Well, yeah, and Tom Bombadil. But Tom Bombadil would just not even care to even go to the mountain. He would leave that shit. He'd be like, fuck, I'm going to bury it under a tree.
So, do you think that there are no fictional characters that would actually get to the point that they would even, like throw it into Mount Doom?
No. No. I don't think there's a single fictional character that could do it. Damn. It is ultimate power and ultimate corruption. No one can do that.
Yeah. I mean,
even the best of the best characters that we know of can't do that.
Doesn't
I'm not saying they couldn't get it there, but they ain't destroying it.
I mean,
there's a reason that Gandalf, being the most powerful member of the Fellowship, said, I can't touch it. I can't see it. Don't let me have it.
Yeah, because it would have ruined him.
Galadriel is the only one who resisted it. Next to Tom Bombadil.
I remember that.
And Wise Gamgee. And even Sam wanted to hold it back. It took him a second to give it back to Frodo in Return of the King.
Yeah.
No one.
So, I actually do have a question, though, and because you would know this better than me. How come the ring did not destroy Bilbo Baggins? Is it because he didn't wear it constantly? Is that why?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. Bilbo didn't crave power. That's the other thing that Pilgrim just brought up there. The only reason why the hobbits made it is because they don't crave power or a strong sense of justice. The ring uses your desires against you. Exactly.
Okay. So then let me put a little caveat onto someone who I think can make it to Mount Doom.
I'm not saying they can't make it there. I'm saying they ain't throwing it in. They ain't.
I think Obi-Wan would. I think that Obi-Wan would, because he doesn't have any desire except to, do.
That's not true. He has the desire for democracy and the Jedi Order. Obi-Wan would. Obi-Wan would be like Gandalf. He would be like, I through me, I would desire to do good, but it would do evil.
Damn, that's a fucking good point. Damn.
Nobody. Bro, if even the Uncorruptible through a hobbit, which is the Uncorruptible, is corrupted at the very end, when it's right there at its most strongest, nobody's doing it.
In fairness, Frodo held that thing for...
The ring fell by chance. Those two could have slipped off that ledge and dropped it on the edge of the ledge, and Frodo and Gollum could have died, and Sam would have fucking picked that ring up too and done the same shit.
You don't think Sam would have thrown it in?
I think it would have tempted his ass right before he was about to do it. Nobody's throwing that ring in. The ring died by chance. The only one that could have destroyed the ring possibly would have been Sauron himself, who's not corruptible by it. Sauron is the embodiment of corruption.
I don't actually disagree with you, Pilgrim. I think it would corrupt Batman as well.
Dude, it would corrupt Batman in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Batman would give 0 fucks.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh, that's a nice ring. I'm going to fucking use this shit to kill the Joker. Like, yeah, no. In a heartbeat, Batman would lose his mind to it.
I think that, like, Spider-Man would, too. I think that he would as well.
Any superhero. Anybody.
Now,
anybody in Marvel, anybody in DC, doesn't matter how powerful they are, that ring only makes them more powerful and takes their deepest, darkest desires. Even if their desire is to completely protect everybody and do good, they're still keeping that shit for themselves. That's why we have in the comic books multiple times where Batman goes evil or Spider-Man goes evil. Like, no, they're all corrupted. Everybody.
What about Indiana Jones? You think him?
Done.
Damn. There really is, like, no one, huh?
There's nobody.
Damn.
The ring killed itself because it made its 2 most equal people that were about to take it and keep it alive fight one another. And it was only because it made them both fight one another at the very end that it destroyed itself.
So...
And it still held on. It sat on top of the lava.
Yeah.
And then it gave up. The ring itself is Sauron's will. It is the embodiment of corruption.
Yeah.
Nothing can destroy it. It is pure evil.
Yeah, which
it turns the kindest, best people in the world into evil. While they think they're doing the right thing the entire time. The ring is the embodiment of corruption and addiction. Nothing can destroy it but itself.
Boromir's a great man, just as good as Cat, Bats, or Master Chief. Fuck you. But he failed because it turned his desires against him. Yeah, true.
Boromir was literally considered, his other name, other than Boromir, was the hero of Gondor. Because he saved so many lives. That's why he was the one that was chosen to be part of the Fellowship. Boromir was literally the Captain America of the Fellowship.
Hold on, wait. What is Legolas's desire that he wouldn't have been able to throw the ring into Mount Doom?
It wouldn't matter. He wouldn't. His desire is to protect elf folk.
Okay. I thought it had to be a strong desire. Like,
It doesn't matter. Bro, Gollum didn't have any strong desire.
Yeah, true.
He loved chilling in the woods. He loved watching things that grow from the ground up.
Yeah.
But Tom Bombadil had 0 desires. He just enjoyed, he was just living.
Elizabeth Swann. Yeah.
Well, I don't blame him for that. But like the only reason it didn't corrupt Tom Bombadil is because he did not have any desires. He was constantly happy and just moved around.
So
not even like he loved life. Like if you walked up to him and said, "I'm gonna kill you," he'd probably be like, "Okay."
So if you don't have any desires, the ring cannot corrupt you then.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Jiraiya?
Maybe not even necessarily true.
Jiraiya might be the only person.
No, Jiraiya has desires to get titties. And get drunk and write his books.
Fuck. Damn it. You're right. Damn.
Jiraiya's desire is to protect the Leaf Village.
Damn it. You're right.
There's literally nobody.
SpongeBob could. because he's always happy.
His desire is to catch jellyfish. And make Krabby Patties.
If anybody has a desire, it instantly just ends you. Oh
Yes.
my god.
Yes.
Oh my god. So none of us could either. Good lord.
Frodo's desire was to protect the Shire.
Wow.
Gollum's desire was for the beauty of the ring. Sam's desire was to protect Frodo.
So
and the Shire and Rosie Cotton.
I was gonna say there might have been a caveat because if like Frodo dies and then that was Sam's only desire, he could have just kicked the right into Mount Doom. Bugs Bunny, facts.
Nah, his desire is to fuck with Elmer Fudd and everybody else.
Oh, that's a really good point.
Nobody, dude.
Maybe Tron.
Fucking, did you say Tron?
Yeah.
Tron's desire is to protect the grid.
Oh, that's right.
And stop Clue.
Fuck. Damn. There is nobody. Shit.
You can go as far as any character. Freaking Finn and Jake from Adventure Time. Their desire is to protect Ooh. Like,
I think that Finn and Jake could honestly do it though.
Imagine Bugs Bunny with the ring. Yeah, dude. He'd be like,
dude.
Like just fucking with motherfuckers. He would take it on, put it back on, take it off, put it back on, like just going around fucking with people, dude.
Nah, bro. Now that like damn it, bro. That's actually a really good point. There is no one though, bro. It's crazy.
So Bugs Bunny would just become Morgoth, and he would just keep appearing in front of Morgoth and fucking with him. He'd be like, "Yeah, Doc, I don't give a shit." But instead of the carrot, he'd be smoking his pipe weed.
Actually, I think Palpatine with the ring would be like really funny too. He would
Palpatine
be like,
with the ring would just be 10 times worse, 1,000.
I mean,
unimaginably worse.
I'm in the world between worlds now. I'm fucking with the ring, like.
Yeah, he would just fuck reality up.
Yeah.
There's literally nobody, even if there's a villain in anything that still wants to do good, an anti-hero. Like Deadpool even. Done.
Nah,
Deadpool's desire is to save Lady Death.
I think Venom could make it. I think Venom could do it.
No,
because Venom already has something within him that's like, fucking with him.
No,
like,
it doesn't change anything. Should have gone.
Oh, true. Shit.
Gollum was already dealing with the ring brought out the alternate personalities in him. He already would have had that coming.
Damn.
He was already going the schizophrenic route before he got the ring. The ring is just like somebody who has latent schizophrenia and does a ton of psychedelics and becomes a schizophrenic. It's the same exact thing.
Damn.
Now it's my turn to use the bathroom real quick.
Word. That's a really good fucking point. Damn. There's got to be someone out there that could like destroy the ring. There has to be. I'm trying to think. Kai, you could for sure. Nah, it's like I'm kidding. Damn. I mean, Merry and Pippin might give it to Homelander. Honestly, yeah. I think that Homelander would actually be I mean, Homelander isn't really, it seems to be a corruptible dude. So if you were to Yeah. That is true. He 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 would use that shit, yes. 100%. A hun a hundo. He would definitely use it for sure. Nah, but
Oh, fucking Homelander, that'd be great.
so
So the only way that I think this could work is with a programmed machine.
C3PO? You think if they give the ring to C3PO?
It can't be sentient.
Damn.
Like, it would have to be a machine whose sole purpose, like, it's not thinking. It just is on a track to move towards this mountain and drop the ring in. It doesn't think. It's not doing anything. It's just an arm that when it hits a certain location drops the ring. Because you could argue that while R2D2 and C3PO are programmed, they're both sentient. You could argue that Cortana is certainly sentient.
Yeah. Well, we see that in Halo 4 and 5, but yeah.
Exactly. Well, we see that in Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And a little bit 6.
Yeah.
Like, there's literally fucking nobody. Now, I'm not saying there's not anybody that could get the ring there, but they ain't dropping it in. There's a lot of people that could do it and get to this location. But
they just wouldn't throw it in. You think, yeah.
Yeah. That's the one thing that's not happening.
See, while you were gone, I was thinking maybe Ezio, but Ezio had
his desire to save his family and avenge his family.
Yes.
And stop the Templars.
Yeah.
He gets corrupted by the apple.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
He gets corrupted by the apple. He just starts murdering motherfuckers in the streets with the apple. And then just the end of 2.
Yeah, true.
And in Brotherhood, his whole point is to kill the Borgias, the rest of them.
Yeah, true. It's a good true. It's a good point. I'm really trying to think. There is like no one, bro. That's just crazy. Like the ring is like that powerful.
Yeah,
that's just crazy.
No video game character, no movie character. The only thing that can destroy the ring itself is the ring itself.
Anybody who wants revenge justice does not stand a chance. Yeah. So, what's the deal with this Black Ops trailer?
Yeah, I just want to play 2 trailers real quick before we end it, because I gotta go somewhere soon.
Got you.
But I'll start with Black Ops first. This is pretty sick. Fucking YouTube, god damn it. Alright, so let me pull this up. And then I got one more.
Word.
One trailer that I know you probably haven't seen.
Oh, is that Bush? Yeah. Yeah, it is Bush.
Despite a potential for instability and chaos, these events clearly serve our national interest. Free from the specter of global conflict.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal.
Oh, it's Friend of Island Man.
Something big.
In Black Ops 7, there'll be a mission where you have to sneak into a federal prison and kill Epstein.
I figured if I
Imagine.
if I see the devil.
How's he look?
This game, I mean, I'm not sold, but it looks kind of badass.
It'll be on
I'm not
Game
gonna lie to
Pass,
you.
so I'm playing it.
It looks good.
You don't have to trust me, Marshal, but it might be better if you do. Hey, it's something you should see. What the hell are we getting into?
Oh shit!
Don't trust anyone.
You broke into a CIA black site.
The gameplay looks different.
Your mind?
Things got complicated.
Okay. All right.
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
Fuck off, Bush.
Reorder the vault.
I'll play the beta and let you know how the gameplay is.
Is Nicki Minaj going to be in this one?
Oh, I'm sure.
Because they had her in the last one. Dude, I will never forget loading up COD, and Nicki Minaj was in the menu twerking, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, I am undownloading COD now.
So to this point, maybe Alien X from Ben 10 could take the ring.
Alien X could, yes.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
We found our one character. Yeah.
Maybe. Because then it would put it on and then just argue with itself forever.
Damn. True.
It wouldn't destroy it though. And then if anybody tried to take it, it would be like our argument's not finished, and then just kill them, and then just continue to argue with itself. So I got one more trailer to show you, and I'm definitely fucking getting this game, dude.
I feel like I know what game you're talking about.
Do you?
Doom? Yup. Liam was telling me about it, yeah.
This looks sick as fuck. A medieval Doom game?
This is a prequel. That's what Liam told me. Oh, this looks sick. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. Holy shit.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, I need this yesterday. You can never go wrong with Doom, bro. Ever. No what? Bro, what? 2025? Damn it. Gotta wait. Damn.
I'm gonna play when he pulled out that shield with the and he threw it like Captain America and brought that shit back, dude. Like,
dude, that shit's going to go hard. But yeah, nah, I mean, this has been, I think, a terrific show. You ranted about the Acolyte for like an hour, which is just like beautiful.
Yeah, well, next week we can talk about the Acolyte and we can talk about
House of the Dragon.
You better watch House of the Dragon on Sunday.
Oh, I got that lined up on my calendar. I am literally going to watch it after work on Sunday. So yeah, yes sir.
Don't check your phone.
Yeah, we will. Pilgrim is the freaking man, bro. Pilgrim is the
already
man.
on it. He's already on it. My man.
Pilgrim is the man, y'all. Yeah, go sub to Rolo's channel, even though he hasn't posted on it yet. Oh, so actually, Roland, one more quick thing before we get out of here. Okay, next week on Wednesday. I don't know what day next week that you'll be free, but
it'll be Wednesday.
Wednesday is 2 years of the RoloRome cast.
That's wild.
Right?
That's wild.
Right. It's crazy. Our first episode, we talked about the finale of Kenobi.
Ha! Yeah, we did.
We did, yeah.
No, we weren't.
Daimyo's going live tonight, bet. Okay.
Oh, yeah, go check that out. I'll have to watch Daimyo live when I get back from my meeting later. So
yeah, I definitely will be watching it. So guys, seriously, thank you all for watching.
See you next week, guys. Well, we can talk about.
We are 13. We're 13 away from episode 100. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Oh, might have another tap by then. Shit.
Yes, sir. All right, boys.